apologize for the interruption again. The Scream of the Haunted Mask, Enter Horrorland. Page 136. Wait, I shouted. How do we get out of here? I could hear her footsteps crackling on the blanket of leaves beneath the trees, but she didn't answer. I don't see the kids, Sabrina said, brushing a green caterpillar from her hair. I don't see any kids. Let's get out of here. I think we came in this way, I said, pointing. The sun had lowered. Long shadows stretched over the forest floor. Hard to see where we were going. We walked for a while in silence. Caterpillars fell from trees. I pulled a sticky one off my forehead. I saw two more on Sabrina's shoulder and another one in her hair. Aye! I cried out when I felt one drop down the back of my shirt. We should have found the path by now, Sabrina said. Don't tell me we're lost in this awful forest. Wait, are those cottages? I said. We must be close to the exit. We followed a narrow dirt path out of the trees. I was wrong. They weren't cottages. They were large metal cages with bars across the front. I heard grunts and groans from inside the cages. Sabrina and I timidly stepped closer. It's men, Sabrina whispered. In the dim gray light, I could see men hunched inside the cages. Some of them gripped the bars with both hands and grunted at us. The men wore baggy brown shorts. No shirts or shoes. They were covered in bristly black hair. Their chests and backs, arms and legs, even their feet had thick tufts of hair. Actors, Sabrina whispered. They must work for the park. I wasn't so sure. What was real here in Horrorland? What could you believe that, and what was make-believe? One of the men tossed back his long mane of hair and began to howl like a wolf. The others began to bang the bars of their cages with their fists. I cupped my hands around my mouth and shouted, Can you help us? We can't find the exit. They howled and pounded. One of the men hunched on all fours and began to drool. A man jumped to his feet in the closest cage. He brought his face to the bars, and I saw that he had a wolf's snout, not a human nose. I screamed. He tossed back his head and laughed, a wild creature laugh. The horrible laugh sent chills down my back. Let's go, Sabrina said, pulling me with both hands. They are totally creeping me out. We turned away from the howling, grunting men in their cages. I glanced up at the darkening sky. A pale full moon was rising above the trees. This way, I said. I pulled Sabrina toward another dirt path. I don't know how long we walked through the forest. It seemed like hours. We both shouted for help as we followed the trail, but no one answered. This can't be happening, Sabrina muttered. She pulled another caterpillar off her cheek. This park is supposed to be fun. Sabrina, look, I cried. At the end of the path, I saw a tall wire fence. I pulled her toward it. We're out of the forest. Look, a gate. My heart thudded in my chest. I wiped sweat off my forehead with the back of my hand. An exit gate. I was so happy. We raced over the dirt. Sabrina got there first. She pushed at the gate, pushed harder, tried to pull it open. That's when I saw the lock, a long silvery padlock. It's locked, I said, sighing. My knees suddenly felt weak. We're locked in. With a burst of anger, I grabbed the gate with both hands and shook it, but of course it didn't budge. Ugh! I uttered a disgusted cry and spun away. The full moon was bright yellow now. Wolf howls floated in the air all around us. We've got to find another exit, Sabrina said. She couldn't keep her voice from trembling. The wolves really sound hungry. I think they're real. We can't spend the night here. We'll follow the fence, I said. It should lead us out. I heard scrambling footsteps, leaves scraping and crackling. The steps came closer, and then Sabrina and I both screamed in horror as a dark creature leaped out of the trees and fell on us with a hungry cry. To be continued in Goosebumps Horrorland, number 5, Dr. Maniac vs. Robbie Schwartz. Fear File, number 4. So it's got a crumpled up poster. On top of it is a picture of a Slappy the Living Dummy. And it looks like a video of some kind. It says, now playing in Horrorland, 3 exclamation points and 2 question marks. There's that. Then it's got, on the other side of the folder, paper clipped, is The Haunted Theater, really neat. The words have like push pins poked in them. Get ready for another year of spirited events and glowing reviews. Please no booing in the theater. The auditorium. October 31st, Annual Pumpkin Food Festival. The year begins on Halloween. Join us at midnight for pumpkin flesh brownies, pumpkin seed soup, and pumpkin drops. How do you make a pumpkin drop? Toss it off a roof. November 9 through 16. The Dance of the Invisible Spiders. You've never seen 100 spiders dance like this before, and you never will. November 27. All you can eat turkey dinner. Let our turkeys eat all they can, or you might get gobbled. And then written, so it's not part of the ad. Find the rest at www.escapehorrorland.com, signed LM1. Those are the two. And then it's got map number 4. Shows the theater, a place titled Pets, and then the Make-A-Face store. And it indicates that it connects to map 1 in a specific way. So here's the map. And then right down here, right here, it indicates that map 1 connects down here. So here's that. There's an advertisement for Goosebumps DVDs, but they're not these. They're Scary House, The Ghost Next Door, Trilogy, My Best Friend's Invisible, Say Cheese and Die. It says, They're Back, the original bone-chilling series from Fright Master RL Stine. So, Night of the Living Dummy, Deep Trouble, and Monster Blood. So, the previous books. This book is your ticket to enterhorrorlane.com. Checklist number 4. Creatures have escaped the pet shop. Save Zombie Plaza from a petrifying fate. Make your own mask at Make-A-Face Mask Shop. It's a mask attack. Can you defeat them all? Beware of a sonic nightmare at the haunted theater. Face off against the haunted mask before you turn into a monster forever. Then it shows the next book. And that's it for this one.